Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Morning,
That's
Your Honor.
state's understanding as well.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Blindower. Judge Eric Morrow, this is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Stevens?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Blindower is charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and 1 count of willful obstruction of law enforcement. State's recommendation is that for count 1 criminal trespass, he had 12 months to serve 36 days, credit for time served 18 days, remaining time on probation, to have a stay away order from Valerio Gas at 2448 Cheshire, that's Cheshire, Bridge Road, Northeast, in Atlanta, Georgia, and to complete 40 hours of community service. For count 2, willful obstruction, 12 months probation to run concurrent to count 1, and to pay a $300 fine. Does the defense stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of this plea?
We so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Judge, and the only requests we have are convert the fine to 30 hours of community service, which give him a total of 70 hours of community service. And that's the probation terminate once he completes all of his community service.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
You need assistance with housing, Mr. White?
Not that I'm aware of, Judge, but I will check, and if he does, then I'll have such work speak.
Okay, very good. I don't want to set him up for failure on this. Yes, Mr. Blindower, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002210A, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. I will have the $300 fine, 30 hours of community service. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it terminate. So the sooner you get it completed, the sooner you're not going to be on probation, okay?
Sure.
Very good. Good luck to you, sir.
That means I'm going home today.
You'd be released within the next 24 hours, just like we talked about.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Number 6, Dion Bowles.
No, no, no.
I'm sorry, Judge, was this terminated or not
Terminated.
recording?
It was terminated, Ms. Strong. Good morning.
Thank you.
Also a negotiated plea.
Number 6.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Bolston. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yep.
You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Stevens?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dion Bolstein is charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. The state's recommendation is for him to have 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance probated, to stay away from Simon properties, I apologize, SIMON properties located at 3393 Peachtree Road, Northeast, in Atlanta, Georgia, and to complete 40 hours of community service. Does the defense stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of this plea?
We do stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Judge, and same request, just ask the probation terminate once he completes his 40 hours of community service.
And does he need assistance with housing? Do you know?
That I'm aware of, Judge. This took place at Lenox Mall. That's the address that's.
Oh, okay. Mr. Bolstein, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002228G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Nope.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sure.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sure.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Bolstein. When you complete the terms, I'll have it terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you have this behind you and won't be on probation, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
I'll get out to that in the next 24 hours, just like you talked about.
Miss Strong,
Number
Yes.
10,
Yes, sir.
who's the conflict attorney that's gonna be with us today?
Supposed to be McLeod, Your Honor.
Okay, I just want to make sure that that we've had an announcement from her regarding her cases. So
I'll
if we
confirm,
can,
Judge.
okay,
Thank
thank you.
you.
Okay, I'm sorry, tell me again who this is?
number 10, Cosby.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Cosby. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Yes, Your
Do you
Honor.
sw- do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Cosby. Mr. Stevens?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Eric Crosby is charged with one count of willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. The state's recommendation is for him to do 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, to pay a $300 fine, to stay away from Murphy's, which is located at 864 Cleveland Avenue, East Point. Does the defense stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of this plea?
We stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Judge, and which says the fine be converted to community service and the same request for termination upon completion of community service.
No objection from the state.
Mr. Cosby, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002257J, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir, yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and not by pleading guilty to it. You're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir, yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. I will convert the fine to community service. And when you complete the community service, the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you'll be done with all this. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Position number 25, Mr. McDade.
What number?
25.
Ms. Kim, are you with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a negotiated plea.
I believe so. Let me just quickly double check. 22. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. McDay. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Harrison.
Good morning, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for count one battery family violence first offense is 12 months served 120 days, credit for time served 21 days. The defendant was incarcerated October 28th through October 30th of 2024, and again from April 26th of this year. The balance will be probated. We're asking for a family violence intervention program, 40 hours of community service, no further contact with Darlene Scott, and a stay away from 2210 Sullivan Road, no firearms. For the second count, simple battery family violence, it'll merge with count one. We're asking that the defendant stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis for purposes of the plea. That'll be all
Yes.
for the state.
Yes,
Does
we,
he
Your
have,
Honor.
does he have prior battery charges on his record?
Give me just 1 second, Your Honor. Let me get to that page.
I'm wondering because 120 days sounds like a lot for battery family violence first offense.
He does have prior battery convictions. They're older than 10 years. He had a battery conviction in 1999 and an aggravated battery in 2002. And I don't believe there's any open arrest for battery.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
In your honor, I just want to emphasize that the state's recommendation is due to the nature of this offense. Do you need the facts?
Yes, can you tell me what the facts are, Ms. Harrison? Thank you.
Yes, your honor. Officers responded to a call at the incident location on June 21st, 2004. Upon arrival, they met with the victim, Ms. Darlene Scott. She stated that the defendant is her roommate and they got into an altercation over a candy bar. The defendant was on the phone with his mother. She asked him if he took the candy bar and he got irate and began yelling at her. She retreated to her room and he busted into the room and struck her in her head with a fire extinguisher. When officers arrived on the scene, she was visibly leaking blood from her head, and there was blood-soaked clothing on her and nearby her. And that is the basis of the state's recommendation.
Thank you, Ms. Harrison. Mr. McDade, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0073330D, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. McDade. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Position number 26, Gerald Mitchell.
I'm sorry, before we proceed, Mr. McDay has an FTA that wasn't added to this calendar. We will need a non-pros for it. If you need me to give you the number, I can put it in the chat, Ms. Harrison.
Yes, if you don't mind, that would be great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Strong. What are we doing with Mr. Mitchell this morning?
We have two Mitchell. Give me 1 second, Your
I
Honor.
see position number 26, Daryl Mitchell.
I still have to talk to him for 1 minute because there was one condition that we have to verify. So may I please have a phone call with him?
We could do him last because everybody else I have in the courtroom are your clients.
Okay,
We'll come back to you.
okay.
Oh, okay, we can do number 14. Mr. Axel.
Over here, so she can call.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. I'm Judge Eric Mara. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
I can, sir.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Yes, Mr. Stevens.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Vance Exley, excuse me, Mr. Vance Exley is charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and damage to property. The state's recommendation is him to do 12 months to serve 32 days. Credit for time served 16 days. Balance probated. To have no further contact with Barbara and Timothy Exley. That's Barbara, and Timothy, common spelling. To stay away from 300 West Spalding Drive in Sandy Springs. To complete a mental health evaluation and treatment. And to have 40 hours of community service. Does the defense stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of this plea?
Sure. Hold on. Judge, 1 second, please.
Okay. And good morning, Mr. and Ms. Exley. I see you there. I will give you the opportunity to speak in just a moment if you choose to. Okay, I just wanted to acknowledge that you're here with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah.
No,
Judge-
you're fine.
Judge, we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea, we would ask the probation terminate upon, completion of the requirements. As far as the MHET is concerned, he is already under the care of a physician, has, medication and therapist and all of that. So, we would hope that that would suffice for the MHET. And then beyond that, we just ask that the probation terminate once he completes that.
Does he have arrangements made as to where he's going to reside once he gets out of custody?
He does, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
And
Mr. Miz,
Your Honor,
Mr.
one
Miz-
minute from state whenever you're ready.
okay, would you like, I'm gonna hear from Mr. and Miss Exley if they choose to address the court. Do you want to go before that, Mr. Stevens?
No, Your Honor, I'll wait till after.
Okay, yes, Mr. and Miss Exley, if you would like to address the court, I'm happy to have anything that you'd like to say to me. Of course, you don't have to. Would you like to address the court this morning?
Your Honor, I'm not really sure there's anything we can say that will make any difference.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you chose to. Thank you for being here today. Yes, Mr. Stevens.
Your Honor, as opposed to the previous cases where the state had no objection to terminating, the state would ask that this case go non-reporting upon completion of the terms. If he's going to get credit for his current treatment plan for the MHET, then the state would ask for it to go non-reporting instead of termination. Nothing further from the state.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. White?
Nothing, Judge.
Mr. Exley, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002183C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Beyond satisfied.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Exley. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. And Mr. White, as long as the treatment that he's currently under is satisfactory with probation, it's satisfactory with the court.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for your service.
Good luck to you, Mr. Exley.
Thank you, sir.
You also, Mr. and Ms. Exley.
Can Miss Kim answer the phone? I'll call her. She won't answer the phone.
I'll be in touch. No worries, man.
I'll call.
Okay, I will. Sorry, I put it in a mute. I couldn't hear. I'm doing it right now.
What's going on?
You know her to call.
Okay, well, can we take that? Can we do that last then so that we don't shut the court down?
Everyone else in here are for Miss Kim or either complete. I don't have anybody else from Mr. White.
I have one at ACDC.
ACDC hasn't logged on yet.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to be in recess until Ms. Kim has completed her call. Any word on Ms. McLeod, Ms. Strong?
Reaching out again now.
Okay, thank you. Court will be in recess until we're ready to proceed.
Oh.
Good morning, Miss Grace. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I see that we have on the DV calendar Mr. Proctor this morning. Do you all
Yes.
have his number? Can we get in touch with him to see if he can jump on a little early for us?
Yes, sir. We'll definitely try.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I
No
appreciate it.
problem.
Your Honor, we are ready to make an announcement. It will be a waiver of arraignment. He will plead not guilty.
Okay, and that's on position number 26, is that right? Mr. Mitchell?
We
Yeah.
have,
Yes, Ms. Kim?
yes, it is
Okay.
26, Your Honor.
Yes, okay, Mr. Mitchell, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Good luck to you, sir.
Number 32, Mr. Skyers.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Skyers. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Sir,
Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
correct, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, Mr. Skyers. Yes, Ms. Harrison.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for count one, which is willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, is 12 months probation, served 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. The defendant was incarcerated from April 26th of this year, balance probated with 40 hours of community service and a $300 fine. We're asking for a stay away from the Capitol building located at 206 Washington Street. And for count two, criminal trespass, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation with concurrent with count one, balance probated, and a stay away from the Capitol building located at 206 Washington Street as well. We're asking that the defendant stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis. That'll be all for the state.
Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to request that $300 fine to be converted to 30 hours of community service. And also, we would like to request the probation fees to be waived for a couple of months and then terminated upon the completion of those community services, Your Honor.
Okay, there's, Mr. Skyers requires some assistance with housing, Ms. Kim?
At this point, no, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Skyers, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002203J, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Completely, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Skyers. I will convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service. So it will be for 70 hours of community service total. When you complete the 70 hours, the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get that done, the sooner you won't be on probation and have to pay those fees. I think that he should be able to get through that relatively quickly, Ms. Kim. As such, I won't be waiving any fees because I think that he should be able to get through that in the first month of being on probation. Good luck to you, Mr. Skyers.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, man.
You do the same.
My apology. What was it a non-recording?
It's going to terminate after he completes the terms.
Thank
you. You're welcome.
Number 33, Stewart.
Good morning, Mr. Stewart. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we are conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You have to speak verbally for me.
Sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Ms. Harrison?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for count one, which is simple battery, is 12 months probation, served 60 days, credit for time served 17 days. The defendant has been incarcerated since April 26th. The balance will be probated. We're asking for a family violence intervention program, 40 hours of community service, no contact with Kalia Reed, and a stay away from 1559 Johnson Road, Northwest Atlanta. And of course, no firearms. We're asking that the defendant stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis for purposes of the plea. That'll be all.
Given that this is a simple battery, is there a reason that the state is requesting the family violence intervention?
Give me just 1 second so I can make sure I have the right where did he go? Your Honor, I believe it's just the nature of the relationship between him and the victim. That's what it looks like. I believe they were in a relationship at the time. So we'll leave it up to the judge's discretion if he wants to impose that.
Your Honor, my client is actually saying that she moved to Baltimore and they were kind of like a roommates a little bit. However, they don't have a relationship.
Good morning, Ms. Washington. Can you give me the history, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Which position? Sorry.
This is position 33, Mr. Stewart.
Your Honor, there are 11 arrest cycles. The last arrest appeared to be from February of this year for an FTA out of DeKalb County. There also appears to be an open case with Columbus State University. The arrest date was in August of last year for burglary in a second and criminal trespass. There was a 2025 terroristic threat misdemeanor conviction out of DeKalb County. There was also a 2023 battery family violence misdemeanor that was dead docketed. And all other arrest cycles are juvenile history. Nothing further.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Ms. Washington. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. About the Baltimore, that was actually for somebody else. I made a mistake. I got confused with another client. And however, it is not a relationship they are in together. So we would like to request for FVIP to be removed. And also he needs probation fee to be waived and for a couple of months, and then maybe the termination, if it's not going to be terminated, maybe it becomes non-reporting, Your Honor.
Okay, so when you all ask me to waive fees, which is something that I don't normally do, I'm gonna need a reason for the waiver of fees. You have to explain to me that he does not have a job, that he hadn't had a job since a certain amount of time, that he cannot work, that he's on disability, something to
Sure.
Support your need to do something that's different than I do for other people. So does he have any of those?
He's not
those-
employed as of now, Your Honor.
When was he last employed?
He can answer for us. When was the last time that you were employed?
Last year, around June, working at Burger King.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor. We stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Stewart, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002209E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation? I can't hear you, Mr. Stewart, if you're speaking to me.
Correct.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Well, I won't accept the plea as negotiated, Mrs. Stewart. The court sentence will be 12 months to serve 40 days, credit for time served 17 days, the balance probated, 12 weeks of anger awareness, 40 hours of community service, no further contact with Kayla Reed, stay away from 1559 Johnson Road in Atlanta, no firearms. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to non-reporting. Because of your circumstance, I'll waive the first 2 months of your probation fees to help you get on your feet, so that you can get this done. Good luck to you, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just to
Well-
clarify that, so he has to be at the jail only for 3 more days, right?
What it calculates to, Ms.
Yeah.
Kim.
Thank you, Your
Given
Honor.
his history, I thought that it was a little excessive. Okay, Francois, do you want me to come to ACDC? Good morning.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, Judge. Hope you're doing well. I do have position number 16, Ms. Henry.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Henry. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court, the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you're gonna have to either, I can't hear you there. Ms. Henry, can you scooch up maybe for me a little?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can hear you now. Thank you. You can place your hand down. This is a negotiated plea, correct, Mr. White?
That's correct, Judge.
Yes, Mr. Stevens. You're on mute there, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize. Ms. Tanya Henry is charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. The state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, balance suspended, no further contact with Treman, Tremain Brown, stay away from 2565 Lantern Lane, Lantern, in Atlanta, Georgia. Does
Mr.
it
White?
affect the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of this plea?
So stipulate for the purpose of plea, nothing further, Judge.
Ms. Henry, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 001803F, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct? Scooch up for me so I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Henry, and Mr. Stevens, it's my understanding position 17 will be null pros, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
FTA, okay. Good luck to you, Ms. Henry.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Francois, we're gonna get,
Are we done for this morning,
Right.
Francois?
Yes, we're completed here at ATDC. Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Riles? Veronica Riles?
You're asking me, Mr. White?
Position 31,
Veronica Riles, that's supposed to be a negotiated plea. I mean, we can bring her back Thursday, Judge. It is for extra time, so, but
if they have her there, we can get her done. Are you able to get her for me?
Is she supposed to be here at ATDC?
yeah, she was when I spoke with her Sunday.
Okay, because she's not on our list over here. So let me write her name down and booking number. Give me 1 second.
Also, Mr. White, she has a probation case that I reset for, that Judge Morrow asked for her to be reset for today, but the calendar wasn't sent out. So she has a probation case that needs to be heard as well.
Okay, so we do need to reset her for next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday is fine, sir.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna reset her, Francois, until next Tuesday.
Okay, not a
Okay.
problem. Thank you,
All
Judge.
right, thank you.
Number 34, Michael Sullivan.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Sullivan. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Harrison.
Your Honor, for count one, criminal trespass and damage to property, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation, served 94 days, credit for time served 47 days. The defendant was incarcerated November 10th through 12th of 2023, March 15th through 18th of 2024, and he's been incarcerated since April 4th of this year. The balance will be probated. We're asking for a stay away from 2421 Beecher Road Southwest and no further contact with Stacy Rivera. We're asking that the defendant stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis for purposes of the plea, and that'll be all for the state.
Why is the balance probated, Ms. Harrison? Are there any conditions?
The stay away and the no contact with the victim.
Okay. Well, normally for those, it's balance suspended, so I'm not sure why. Is there something special on this case that you're asking for probated as opposed to suspended?
I'm not seeing anything special, so maybe it's a mistake.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure if there was something, I wanted to be able to consider it. So if there's nothing further, Mr. White, I'll have the balance be suspended as opposed to probated.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Oh, Miss Kim, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Anything further, Miss Kim?
Nothing further except that we stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Sullivan, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 007026H, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, I'm not, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Most definitely, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, they have not, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Sullivan. The balance will be suspended. Good luck to you, sir.
I appreciate it. Have a productive day.
You do the same, sir.
We have one other person, position number 11, but he need interpreter. And he's also complete.
Okay, so let's see. For position 11, it looks like this is going to be extra time. So I'm going to reset this until next Tuesday.
Judge,
Yes.
also, the interpreter, we need to make sure that we have an interpreter. It's not a Spanish interpreter, it's Walla, which is just not easy to just call up day of.
Okay, thank you for letting us know, Mr. White. So we got that, Ms. Strong.
I didn't hear, I couldn't understand what he said.
We're gonna need a Walla interpreter for next Tuesday. So we're resetting position 11. Ms. McLeod's client for 5:20, I believe that is, next Tuesday, and we need to start looking into getting a Walla interpreter as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this position number 9, which is also Ms. McLeod's case, I believe has been transferred. Has the transfer order been signed, Mr. Stevens?
Yes,
Position
Your Honor.
9?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it has. I will check, but I checked both of them this morning.
I apologize. You signed it, Judge. That's one of the ones I sent to you.
Okay, so that's already been signed. So that will take care of Ms. McLeod's cases this morning. Let's see, what about positions number 20 and 21? What are we doing with Mr. Jones?
That is a waiver, Your Honor. But However, we would like to set aside FTA bench warrant because he was actually incarcerated at DeKalb County, but we did not have paperwork with us.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get that paperwork for me to consider it. So what
So-
do you want till next week to get the
Yes.
paperwork?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is something else holding him in besides this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we can reset Mr. Jones until next Tuesday, 5/20, to give you the opportunity to get that paperwork, and I'll consider it then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Does that take care of everyone on the 9 o'clock calendar? If so, we'll go over the calendar. I know we have one on the bench warrant calendar. Were we able to raise Mr. Proctor? I see a
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Samil. Mr. Pro,
Yes.
it's Miss Proctor, excuse me, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes.
I'll be happy to go to a breakout room to interview her.
Okay, Ms. Proctor, I see you there. Can you unmute for me, please?
Yeah,
Yes. Good,
Yeah.
good morning, ma'am. You need to stay with me.
sorry. Yeah. I'm at work. I work at a daycare, so it's loud in the background. That's why I was trying to close the door.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna place you into a breakout room with Ms. Kim, who's an attorney who'll be representing you this morning if you choose to utilize her service. Okay, so I'm gonna put you into a breakout room, okay?
Your Honor, only thing is though, we didn't get a recommendation for a DV calendar. Indeed, we never got a bench warrant calendar, so we would like to get that from the solicitor's office.
Ms. Kim, do you want me to send you the recommendation in chat?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me just a
Thank
second. I
you.
lost the calendar. There it is. Okay.
Kim, would you like for me to hold until you come back to go over the calendar, or can we go over the calendar while you're in the breakout room?
Oh, would you please hold
Is-
going over the
No,
calendar?
you're fine. I'm happy to hold for you until you get
Thank
back.
you. I appreciate it.
Okay, all right, so we'll place you into a breakout room, and Ms. Harrison will send you the recommendation.
Okay, Judge. Ms. Kim
Okay.
and the defendant, correct?
Yes, thank
I
you.
have,
Ms.
I'm sorry.
Strong?
I have a transfer for position number 24, but I don't have a transfer. So are we resetting position number 24, or do you all, has the case been accepted for transfer? But I haven't received a transfer to be able to submit to Judge Morrow. Solicitors.
I believe, excuse me, I believe that's ASG Harrison's case. My understanding, and she may be able to speak more, is that we're still waiting for the DA to respond if they're going to take, but that the defendant has multiple theft convictions. Oh, go ahead, ASG Harrison.
I'm sorry, I missed it, Ms. Strong. Are you talking about
Position number 24.
24, Ms. Little, I believe that is? Yes, okay, yeah, we're still waiting, but it is because of the multiple theft condition. So it was referred to the DA's office. I think they just have to sign off on it.
So we're resetting this for next Tuesday?
We can reset it. That's fine. And ASG Stevens, can you check your chat, please?
Yes. Then, Your Honor, or Miss Litigation Manager, Miss Strong, for position number 15, I have as well that was supposed to be a transfer. I just didn't see anything in Odyssey yet. So just want to check on the transfer for position number 15.
Wait, start over. Do you have one, or are you still waiting for it?
My understanding is that Deputy Falk has already sent over the signed transfer.
I was looking for it, but I didn't see it. But I'll look for it again.
Okay. If not, I'll try and find it and send it as well.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and send you the no pros order for position number, I believe it's number 7.
Yes, and Ms. Harrison, yours for 17.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you're Mr. Stevens, you're 17.
Yeah, number 17. There you go.
Okay.
So I'll be sending you the no pros order for the failure to PR on position number 17.
Okay. And Ms. Harrison, yours, but I can't remember the position.
I have it's the Mr. McDay. I have his name.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, whoever's chatted that they're here for bench warrant calendar also, can you come on camera for me and tell me your name?
My name is Embrielle Baskerville. The host disabled the camera, so I'm not able to come on camera.
Okay, Ms. Strong, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I don't have anyone else on calendar today. Would you mind taking this young lady's name and seeing what calendar she's supposed to be on and where she's supposed to be?
Sure. Do you have a case number, ma'am?
Yes, I do. 1 second. My case number is 23C R 008341F.
I see doors closed around here. Bakersville?
Yes, Baskerville.
I'm sorry.
It's
What,
okay.
when did you come in? You came into the office to reset your?
No, I got bonded out on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't have to appear. I'm sorry. When you are released, you don't have to. So your case will return to the division judge and you'll receive a new notice in the mail.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. She is coming back as well.
Miss Grace, can we pull Miss Proctor out of the breakout room?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, there she is. Miss Harrison, I take it that Miss Proctor missed a court date?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Kim. Yes, Your Honor. She did miss a court date. I can give you the exact days. I have like 10 screens open. I'm sorry. um, yeah, the case, yeah, it's actually rather old. I think it's 2 FTAs here. Let me make sure. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, she had a failure to appear from July 12th of 2023 in a plea and arraignment hearing. Yeah, so it's just that one. And she's
Who was that before?
that was in front of
Myra Dixon.
Morning, Your Honor. Are we addressing Miss Samuel Proctor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
great.
we are, Miss Bader.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. We've already had Miss Kim speak with her. Miss Bader, do you want to reply or what?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm not normally at these inquiry calendars. I'm just aware of Miss Proctor's situation, so I just wanted to hop on here for some context, if that's helpful.
Okay, yeah, of course it will be helpful. So, would
Okay.
you like for me to hear from you first or from Miss Kim first?
Single
Or
first.
okay,
Sure, I'll go ahead. Essentially, Miss Proctor ended up moving to out of state with her family, and her attorney at the time was an attorney who's no longer at our office. And so I believe there were some issues in terms of she was trying to get in contact with someone who was no longer at our office to get her address changed. Since then, she has made efforts, and I found this out. I am now the attorney that is going to be on her case. I found this out last week. So through her efforts and through all the miscommunications, it finally got to the correct person. I went to the clerk's office and filed her change of address on her behalf, and my courtroom is aware.
okay. Very good. So we do have her proper address at the current time, and she won't miss any more court hearings, I take it.
That's correct. I have her, all of her
Okay.
contact information, and the clerk's office has her updated address.
Okay. Ms. Proctor, I appreciate the efforts that you made. I'll go ahead and we'll set aside this bench warrant on this occasion. If you do move in the future, make sure you stay in touch with Ms. Bader to let her know that you have moved. But as far as this matter goes, I'll set it aside. You'll get notice of your next hearing date, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're free to go this morning. Thank you. We appreciate you jumping on. Ms. Bader.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Do the same. Good morning, Ms. McLeod.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your case has been reset. One has been reset for a interpreter. It was an extra time case for next Tuesday, and your other case was a DA transfer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. I appreciate you jumping on, Ms. McLeod. Anything further this morning?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I apologize to the court. I had a matter. I was in another court, and I was just able to log on now.
I understand, Ms. McLeod. We just wanted to make sure that that we informed you. So you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I believe that completes the calendars for this morning. Ms. Strong, whenever you're ready, we'll go over them.
I think I stepped away for 1 and 2, but that was a waiver of arraignment, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Position 3 and 4 were released. 5 and 6 were plea. 7 and 8 both were null pros. 9 is transferred to Superior Court. 10 was a plea. 11 is reset for SAP for next Tuesday, May 20th, with the request of a Wallop interpreter. 12 and 13 are reset for May 29th competency calendar. 14 was a plea. 15 is a transfer to Superior Court. 16 is a plea. 17 null pros. 18 and 19 waived arraignment. 20 reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar, as well as position number 21. Position 22 and 23 are released. Position 24 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar, possible DA transfer. 25 was a plea. 26 waived arraignment. 27 and 28 are reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 29 and 30 are released. 31 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 32 and 33 and 34 are pleas. 35 was a waived arraignment, and 36, 37, and 38 are released. And on the DV bench warrant calendar, the bench warrant was set aside.
All right. If nothing further, thank you all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. This went a lot quicker than last week, so. Anything further, Ms. Harrison?
Yes, I'm so sorry, Your Honor. I just wanted to see if the attorney, I didn't get her name for the DV calendar. Miss Kim, do you know her name?
Yes, I do. I can text it to you.
Okay, perfect. So I can send her offer for that position. Thank you.
And Ms. Harrison, you have my email address, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll send you your things too.
Nothing further from the state other than to say, Judge Morrow, one, apologies for interrupting you earlier, but it's also good to see you again.
No worries, Mr. Sears. Good to see you as well. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Washington.
Did I copy it right?
Oh, it was. Do you want the public defender's name who was speaking?
Yeah, because I can pull her up, I think, her email.
Yes.
Okay.
Her, give me 1 second. Her first name is AYA. Last name is BADR.
BADR. Okay, and I'll email the offer to both of you, just so you both have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.